Good evening, everyone. This is the special meeting of the Board of Directors for the Clear Creek Community Services District, January 4th, 2023. Happy New Year to everyone. First order of business is the call to order, which we have just done. And the next item on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance. Terry, could you lead us in the pledge, please?
I think so. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you.
Roll call this evening. We have with us this evening Director Terry Lincoln, Director Scott McVeigh, Director Chuck Jones.
Present.
Vice Chair. What was that?
Present.
President, there you go. And Director Beverly Fickus, and our General Manager Paul Kelly.
You want to say you're here?
And I'm Erwin Fuss. And with that, the main order of business this evening, of course, is to go into closed session and talk about employee items regarding the MOU that we will be eventually agreeing with the UPEC union. But before we get there, we need to get to number 4, which is open time in the public comment period. Pursuant to Government Code S54950, persons wishing to address the Board of Directors on matters not listed on the agenda should notify the Secretary prior to the start of the meeting, as is necessary, but if you do, it's nice, to speak at this time, and for any item listed on the agenda, raise your hand when recognized by the chair, proceed to the podium and address the board. So is there anyone that wishes to speak prior to us going into closed session? Yes, ma'am.
Jackie Longprior, and I know we as a community group had gotten together last summer, and we had gone over the old MOU, and we had gone through everything where we thought changes should be made or could be made. And I think we made a list of them. I don't know if they were handed out.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I just hope that you're cognizant of our concerns, of the money going out, of there's so many things going on. We haven't got a final figure, I guess, of our monies. And the concern is for our treatment plan. It needs a lot of work done to it. The next concern is for our total infrastructure. And so I think we really need for you to really consider the concerns that we put forth in all of those items that we have given to you again. So just to let you know that we are really concerned about the money part of everything, and that we're not overspending on salaries right now, and that we can, and benefits, and if we can keep them to a minimum until we get some of the bigger things that are very costly taken care of, that have been ignored for all these years. So that's pretty much all I had to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
No.
Okay. That being the case, then we will adjourn to closed session. Before we do, I want to make mention of the fact that we've got a lot to go over tonight in closed session, so we'll be here for quite a while, I think. I'm figuring at least 2 hours, wouldn't you say? So that's what you're looking at.
It's all right if we go, right? It's all right if we go, we don't want to be away.
Are we planning on making any decisions this evening?
I don't know, that depends on closed session.
Well, to the chair, I would just remind you that's mentioned not only under 5B, but I would expect that you will, provide some direction, but no final decision will happen unless it's done in open session at our next regular meeting. So, you know, I think I shared this with the community as well as with you before, that, you know, whether you approve it or not, I hope that we are able to bring the MOU after your feedback and after staff has had a chance to review that feedback and meet, and they are planning to meet to whether ratify this proposal or not, to the January 18th meeting. So we will have all that stuff posted. And if we're not,
Be available to people
yeah,
before the January 18th meeting.
correct.
That's hopefully, that's what we're looking forward to. We'll see how that works
At
out.
least we,
If there are some glitches in the program, we just have to put it off, but
yeah.
generally speaking, we'd like to see it get done. So, closed session announcement, the board will adjourn to a closed session, discuss the following items: conference with labor negotiators, Government Code S 54957.6, designated representatives, Directors Irwin Fuss and Chuck Jones, General Manager Paul Kelly, Employee Organization UPEC 792. Adjourn to closed session.
Very good.